right, good evening. We had technical difficulties already. We forgot to push start live video. So we want to make sure that we're going live here and that everybody can see us before I start talking because there it is. Oh, good morning or good evening, everybody. I'm going to talk about these technical difficulties in a minute, but I just wanted to say welcome for those of you that are catching us live. Hope you enjoy this video. We're gonna talk about some things tonight, and you know, it's real, it's raw, and it's unedited. So welcome to Motivate with Iz. So this is our first scheduled live video, and we're up in the office in front of the family wall. I think I moved the camera like 13 times because the wall's pretty empty right here, and I'm a feng shui kind of guy. So we got all these stuff back here, but this is the friends section, right? So, for example, we got Don and Samantha here, Denise over here. We got the whole RTC crew here. Welcome back, EJ. Randy up here, some USS New York. You can't see it, it's just over here. It's Justin and Lindsay Bernard. And way up here is our newly retired Command Mass Chief brother, Jeff Kirby. So, yeah, I'm missing some stuff over here. I need to fill this in. Anyway, the struggle's real, right? That's what we're here to talk about. Getting organized is a great example of how the struggle is real. Learning the technical side of this and getting this whole thing kicked off just in the last 2 weeks has been confusing and difficult. It's not like getting on Facebook and just scrolling through and hitting buttons and then figuring out how to create a page. If you want to be successful with it, just like anything else, you got to really put some time into it. And so the technical side is very confusing, all the different programs. I'm going to give Brian, a friend of mine that I'm working with currently at my new command, a call. I still owe him a call. He's going to work me through this. So I look forward to tapping into his knowledge and his expertise. Not to mention what to wear, right? I told Heather I was going to wear a collared shirt. That didn't work out well. So I'm wearing the shirt that I wore today. I said I asked God to make me a better man. So he sent me my wife, right? So she said, be you. And guess what? Heather's here. Say hi, Heather.
Hello.
She's going to be my not so silent partner now in these videos. So as you comment on these videos while we're live, if you have any questions that apply to what we're going to talk about, then we're going to do some direct feedback. So Heather's going to be in the background talking to us and letting us know what you have to say. So.
LA Marshall says, "Hoo-yah, motivate me."
All right, I'm trying, Marshall. All right. So
Pat says, "Hey, Uncle Sean." Oh no, it's Liam. Liam's using Pat's
hey,
Facebook
Liam,
today.
what's going on, buddy? Congratulations on your job. It's ironic that you're going to be serving too, just not the same way I am. So good for you, man. I'm really proud of you.
He
Keep
says
it up.
he can help you too.
Oh, he can help out. So again, a young guy who's a little bit more technically savvy than Heather and I. So, all right. So what are we going to talk about today? 3 things. We're going to talk about motivation, white noise, and overcoming those obstacles. That white noise is the obstacles. Okay. So let me get to it. Let's talk about staying motivated. How the hell do we stay focused? You know, every day there are things that get in the way. How do we stay focused on those things that we want to achieve in life? What are our goals? What do we want to do? For everyone, it's different, right? Motivate with Iz is not going to be just about working out, although I will post my workout posts. I'm going to stop posting them on my personal page. Run, lift, repeat is going to be a regular thing on Motivate with Iz. But this page isn't just about physical fitness. It's about making yourself a better version of yourself on a daily basis. What's the head shake for? Some funny comments over there?
Yes, we can thank LA Marshall for energy drinks.
Energy drinks, yeah, those keep you focused.
LOL. Okay.
No. All right, so your goals, right? Energy drinks are not going to keep you focused on your goals. What are your plans? What's your plans on a daily basis to get to the next thing, right? Because I've said it a couple times in personal posts and on Motivate with Iz, is that when you have a goal, that might be the ultimate objective, but realistically, it's about that journey to getting to that goal. That's really what it's about, is that journey is the real experience. That's the growth. That's what makes you successful. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And how are you going to stay on task daily? Today, tomorrow, the day after, the day after. How are you going to stay on task? I'm going to give you some personal examples, right? Because the best thing I know about is myself. So I woke up this morning. I'm going to use just today as the focal point for motivation, right? So I woke up this morning. I have a new class. I only have 2 classes left in my bachelor's degree, and my new class started this weekend, right? So I woke up this morning, energized,
Booyah.
ready to get after my next class, right? So a little hoo-yah from somebody.
Sophomore, so hoo-yah, CMC.
Hoo-yah, Jeff. A little bit of, so I had that class that I'm focused on. I'm downloading the syllabus. I'm listening to the first lecture, and I'm trying to get focused on this new class, get my head wrapped around the next 9 weeks of my life with this course, right? And then I want to do this video. We're launching this page. We really want to get it going. We want to get followers. We're blessed to be at 700 people following us already, but we want to do a video. We want to do videos once a week. So Saturday's a good time, maybe Friday, on occasion, maybe a Sunday, but Saturday's perfect. Why not today? So we're looking at videos, figuring out how to get this thing going, figuring out how to do this with our setup and make sure that it doesn't look like a train wreck, right? So I got that going on. Well, I definitely want to work out because I try to run every day and I try to lift weights every day. So now I got that going on. And by the way, we're
Renovating.
we're renovating. Thank you, Heather. Helped me out with the word. Renovating our bathroom in our master bath, which has, of course, turned into we're just going to fix the shower, do a new floor. We're going to put in a sauna. Oh, by the way, now we're going to redo the kitchen or the kitchen sink. It's everything but the kitchen sink. We're going to do the sink top as well, so the vanity top. So we had to make a trip to Lowe's today. So we had all of these things that we wanted to get done, and we had to make a plan and stay on top of it, stay focused. So I'm going to talk about how we tackle those things, right? So in the middle of all of that, there's all this white noise. There's all of these things that get in the way. They're the daily interruptions of what you want to get done, right? I'll give you some examples. We've got a really, really comfortable couch. And after you run 3 miles in 85-degree heat, you want to just chill out. Oh, we also gave the puppies it was spa day, right, honey? Today was spa day, so the dogs got baths and we did nails and all that today too. But boy, the couch looks really, really comfortable. Laziness is easy to set in, right? And we're on social media. It's very easy to start scrolling, to start scrolling. And I'm not talking about politics. You know, this page is not going to be about politics. What I'm talking about is comparison is the thief of joy, right? So I'm starting a page, and I have some other friends who have pages. Theirs is a little bit different. They get after some different things, but man, I'm not as good as them. I can't do that. That's why am I doing this page? Well, I'm doing it because maybe 1, 2, 3 people. That's all I care about. Literally, I did a video the other day, and 2 people. One person told me they went for a walk because of my video. The other person said they painted a foyer. That's all I needed. That is enough to give me motivation to continue these videos. If I impact one person in my day in what I'm doing on this page, then I'll keep going. That's really what it's about for me, just impacting one person. So I'm not going to compare myself to that, but boy, is that easy to sink into that hole and slide down and kind of lose motivation and go, you know what, this isn't worth it. But then you think about maybe, just maybe, I've impacted one person's life. And then you keep going, right? Or, hey, I want to get to that goal. You got something?
Yeah, Brad Hill says you're describing my life with comfortable couch and social media.
That's right. So how do we get off the couch? How do we do that? Let me talk about a couple other pieces of white noise, and then I'm going to get to that, right? So what about fear? Fear is a big one, right? I mean, we all face that. I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm an open book. Those who have been able to sit down with me and hear my life story, I'm probably the most insecure guy you'll ever meet. I have fears in everything I do, right? Every step you take in life is going to have fear behind it. Fear of failure, fear of falling short, fear of not, stacking up against the competition, which I already talked about. you gotta, what about another fear? Hold on, before I get going. What about COVID? What about COVID? Because that's a fear right now. What are your goals? If your goals are to get out and create a business and do that, and you can't do that right now, maybe you have somebody who lives with you like we do. My dad lives with me, and he's got a lot of preconditions that can make COVID very deadly to him. So we have fears of bringing COVID home and impacting my father, right? We're relatively healthy, but people our age are also getting very, very sick, and even some are dying. So how do you overcome those fears, right? So let's talk about a couple of those things. Overcoming those obstacles, getting past the white noise, the things that draw you away from your motivation, that become excuses, right? How do you get past that? How do we get beyond all of these obstacles? I would say number one, you got to make a plan. You've got to have a plan of attack for, even if it's just today, right? How am I going to do this? Well, I did my homework, and then I worked on the video, and we created this invite to the live feed today. And then after that, I went for a run. Right after my run, while I was still gross and sweaty, well, I cut the grass today too. While I was gross and sweaty, Heather and I did the puppy nails, and we cut grass, and we gave dogs a bath, and then we cleaned up, and we went to Lowe's, and we actually found the tile we want for our bathroom. So what a day, right? But we had a plan. Even if it was just for the day, we had a plan. I don't quite have a plan on how I'm going to finish the tile. Yes.
Jason Stevenor said, don't let COVID be white noise either. We can still work towards goals.
That's a great, I agree. And I'm going to talk about that in a second.
Ashley Rehart said, preaches. And Heather Sable said, Eli said, fear is a liar.
All right.
Yes,
Love it,
Eli.
Eli. Thank you, buddy. Fear is a liar. That's awesome. So make a plan. What is your plan? And Jason had a great point. He talked about COVID not getting in the way. If you don't want to go out, say that, because I'm not one of those mask holes that talks about people always have to wear masks unless I'm at work. It's a rule, and we have to wear masks, right? And I get that. And I wear a mask when I go out in town, but I don't let COVID impact how I'm going to tackle things. But maybe for you, maybe you are somebody who's a little bit later in life, or you have preconditions that could cause COVID, or you just don't want to be exposed to it, right? Okay, so what's the plan to get around that? There's a ton of things you can do online now. Technology is amazing. I'm sitting here talking to you right now on a Saturday evening at 19:30, right? So you can figure a way out to impact people and get after your plans and get after your goals. Gym, we have a gym at home. You don't need to have a gym. Go for a run, right? Maybe not. Maybe that if you have a deck of cards, you can work out. Each card could be assigned an exercise, and you can do those exercises right in your living room, right? So that's just fitness. So all the other things, you can have a plan to get beyond COVID, right? So make your plan and then stay focused, right? Not today, not tomorrow, not the day after that, but what about a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, 3 months from now? How do you get past that? Did you have something else?
Yeah, Don Allen said, make the necessary adjustments.
And then make adjustments. Beautiful. Heather's doing one of these in the background.
That's her emoji right there.
Yeah. So
Kenny Blair Jr. says sweat deck.
Sweat deck. That's
Is it his fault that we know about the sweat deck?
I don't know. I've had the sweat deck on my phone forever. If you want to work out on your iPhone, or you can get an app, and it actually has the cards on it. You can download it to your phone. So
Dawn Allen says she knows someone who does free Zumba classes online.
Free Zumba classes
share it, Dawn.
online. That's what I'm talking about. So there's all kinds of things we can do, and then you make adjustments. It's beautiful. Thanks, Dawn. And you stay focused as you move on, right? And you make these daily things that become a habit, right? Motivation is a habit. Motivation, I have a great t-shirt. I've become like this message t-shirt guy. I got a brand new t-shirt that says, motivation is a gift, right? Or intensity is a gift, excuse me. But motivation is the same thing. It's the exact same thing. If you stay motivated daily and focus on that. My current boss talks all the time about having a positive mental attitude. If you approach everything with a positive mental attitude, it affects everybody around you, and it affects the way that you tackle your daily chores. And then I would say this, right? I talked about fear of failure earlier. Don't be afraid to fail. We are a sum of our failures. We're not a sum of our successes. Success is great, But if you we don't always succeed. That's the problem. People see the success and go, hey, I want that. But they don't see all the failures that come on that journey that really creates who we are. So if we get involved, or as we get involved in these plans, as we carry them out on a daily basis, as we get focused on them, we make adjustments, and then it's okay to fail, right? Fall down 9 times, get up 10, right? Get after it, keep going. It's okay to fail. We are absolute some of our failures. And then lastly, I would say just stay motivated. There are going to be days where you do not want to get off that couch. There are going to be days where you want to watch that show, right? You want to get after maybe just falling into the YouTube hole, that black hole that people talk about. I haven't been able to do that quite yet with the YouTube thing, but hey, people talk about it all the time. Staying motivated is tough, right? And it's okay. My mommy and I had a conversation, which sounds to me like she's watching right now. So hi, mommy. My mommy and I had a great conversation this week about it's okay to take a break. It's okay to say, hey, you know what? I've done enough today. I now deserve to sit down on the couch and have a beer or a bourbon, which is what I'm going to do after this video. But if you do that every single day and you never get after things, now you're getting in your own way, right? You're falling into a trap. On occasion, giving yourself a break is okay, but to do it all the time, now you're falling into a trap. So stay motivated, get after yourself, even when you're being lazy. Now I don't want to go for that run. Man, it always feels good after you get that run in, right? So get the run in, get something accomplished. It's kind of like Admiral McRaven's speech to Texas A&M about making your bed. You make your bed every day, you've accomplished one thing.
We're going to share that on here.
And we're going to share that. Heather really wants to share that on the page. So she's right. It's a great speech. I used it to help raise my own son, so it's a great speech.
I don't know if it was Pat or Liam said, stop attacking me. Just kidding.
All right. So last but not least, for my Navy brothers and sisters out there who have been to Senior Enlisted Academy and know 3-part comms, I'm going to cover what we talked about. So we talked today about motivation, right? What motivates you? What are your goals? What are you getting after? What do you want to do today, tomorrow, the week, so on and so forth? And then how do you overcome this white noise, these obstacles? How do you get past that, right? And then how do you stay focused? How do you stay motivated? The thing is, I can't answer this stuff. All right, I can't answer it for you. I know what gets me going. I know what motivates me. Part of it's this lady right here, right? But how and then me up here, and then this right here, because this is how I lead. And we'll talk about that sometime soon.
Don Allen said, don't do it, not 3-part comms.
Totally did it. Sorry, Dawn. You need to find the answer for yourself. What's that?
Ashley wants you to touch on overcoming negative people that try and steal that.
Oh, okay. So people that steal your joy. That's a great question.
That's hard.
That's tough, right? Because, boy, do we all struggle with that. I asked my mommy once, I said, hey, when do you stop caring about other people's opinions? And I'm 46, and I don't know if I'm quite there yet. I don't know if I'm quite past that. I know that I'm approaching retirement age, and that really helps. But I would say this: the only true opinion that matters for everyone should start inside, right? So when people try to steal your joy and they pick at you, it's because there's something in them that they're missing, and they're trying to fill that hole. I would say that you can't fill that hole with someone else. Someone else's, although I do fill what's missing in me by watching other people succeed. But when people are picking at that and trying to take it away, I would say that they're trying to fill something in themselves that's missing, and they'll probably never fill unless they turn inward. And what I would say is, this is something I have learned in my old age, just smile at them and go out and succeed. My dad did once tell me that the best revenge is living well. So that's what I try to do. I smile, pray for them, and I just live well. So thanks for that question, Ashley. I appreciate that.
Dad Smith says he's catching up late, but this is exactly what he needed. Just listening to you helps to motivate.
Booyah,
And
Chad.
then Dawn says, and Iz, you definitely lead with your heart. I learned a lot from you during my season, believe it or not. Winky face.
I'm glad Dawn listened during initiation.
And my Melanie Booby, she says she agrees wholeheartedly. Well said.
Booyah.
And then L.A. Marshall said, talk about motivating a crew with low morale.
All right, so one last, we'll keep going as long as people want to ask questions. So someone asked me about motivating a crew, right? A command that has low morale. Nothing raises morale better than success, right? Hard work and success, in my opinion, right? This is just my personal opinion. And I'm not talking about just a crew. I'm talking about anywhere you work, right? This applies not just in the military, but anywhere you work. You work hard and you start to win and you start to succeed and you start to rack those wins up. There's nothing more satisfying than success, right? But it takes hard work. And that's the difficult part, especially when you walk into a place that's dealing with low morale and they're fighting against themselves. The woe is me, I don't want to get after this, no one cares. Well, you show them that you care, and then you put them to work. You empower people and let them win. Let them crush stuff. Just hand it over and then watch them go like this. That's what happens. I mean, I've done it a couple times in a couple places I've been blessed to go work at and lead in. And the best way to raise morale is to allow people to succeed. And that's sometimes a little difficult because when somebody goes, my morale sucks, and then you go, great, work harder. That's not really what you do, but it's like, hey, there's success, and success looks like this. Now let's go after it, right? So you're leading them to it. You're not just going, shut up, get your ass to work, and then you'll feel better about it. It's more about, hey, this is how things are. It's going to be better. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. But guess what? There's a lot of work to get down the tunnel. And you're honest and you're open. And now everybody gets it. And you get buy-in. And now you're winning. And people are like, this is pretty awesome, right? So that is the way you motivate when you're talking to a crew who's kind of, or a command or an organization or a business that's dragging. You just pull them along. You show them what success looks like. And then you just let them go because people want to be successful. I don't know anybody who gets up for work. I might be blessed, I might be lucky, but I don't know who people who get up in the morning and go, nah, I don't think I want to do shit work today. I want to go into work and just screw this up, right? No, people go into work because they want to be awesome. Everybody wants to be awesome. They just need to be given the thing that allows them to go be awesome. And that's what leadership is about. You just spin people up and let them go. And it's amazing. So that's my little nugget of motivation for leading an organization.
Ed Smith said amen, and Dawn Allen said preach.
Yeah. Well, we have been on for 24 minutes, and I appreciate you dragging me along and asking the questions. I love this interaction. Do me a favor, share this video. Let people know about this page. I'm hoping that we do more of these once a week at a minimum. I'm going to do little, when I feel like I need to talk in my truck and share something with you. It's going to be run, lift, repeat. So share this video, share the page, and thanks for tuning in. Love you. Mean it. Motivate.